Hi everyone, I'm Kseniia, your podcast host. Today I want to talk about a movie that really impressed me. It's called The Pursuit of Happiness. This film was incredibly moving for me. It's the kind of story that forces you to reflect on your own life, your opportunities, and even the problems we face every day. It makes you ask yourself, what is true happiness? In this episode, we're going to talk about what happiness really means and how it shown in the movie. This movie touched on many social problems. This main character, Chris Gardner, is struggling to sell medical scanners. He works so hard, but it's just not working. This leads to constant arguments with his wife over money and unpaid bills. Finally, the pressure becomes too much and his wife decides to leave. She just exists from carrying everything on her own. Chris promised that things will get better soon. And they actually do, but only after she's gone. Now he is all alone with his little son. Um, Things moved from bad to worse quickly. They had to leave their home for a cheap motel, but then Chris received a tax bill he couldn't pay. Suddenly, they had nowhere to go. This leads to the signs I can never forget. Sleeping in the subway restroom. Seeing his cry while holding the door shut was heartbreaking. But Chris did something beautiful. He used his imagination to turn that bathroom into a magic cave with dinosaurs. He protected his son's spirit. It made me realize how often we complain about tiny things like slow internet or a cold drink. There is another powerful moment on the rooftop where they are playing basketball. At first, Chris tells his son he might not be great at it. But then he realized he's crushing the boy's dreams. He stops, looks him in the eyes, and says that famous line, "Don't even let somebody tell you you couldn't do something." Even if that somebody is your own father. The signs show that protecting your dreams is the most important fight in your life. I believe the movie shows us that happiness isn't a destination or a lucky day. Happiness is the strength to protect your family, the courage to dream when you have nothing. It's that brief, beautiful moment when you can finally say, "This part of my life, this little part, is called happiness." Finally, I believe I didn't choose this movie by chance. It found me at the perfect time and gave me the motivation to keep moving forward. And happiness isn't a gift, it's something you build with your own hands. So keep your head high. Your limits are only defined by you. And thank you for joining me today and see you in the next episode.